Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is 3-Chord Dave and today we're going to talk about the Fender Mattel collection from the Custom Shop because it's kind of hot. Wheels. Yes folks, we're going to talk about the Fender Hot Wheels Mattel Custom Shop collection showcase thing in a minute. First, could you do me one favor? Could you just hit that subscribe button? It'll take you like 2 seconds. Hit the subscribe button. Then hit the notification bell and choose all notifications, because when we go live on this channel on Saturdays, we call it 3-Chord Dave Live. And we have a lot of fun every Saturday night. It takes about 2 hours. It's 10 p.m. Irish time. So wherever you are in the world, you'll get a notification. You can come join the fun, but you have to be subscribed to be able to join the chat. So make sure you're subscribed and come and join us, because honestly, we have a great time talking about guitars and music and movies and all kinds of things. Be a part of it. Anyway, let's talk about these guitars. They're custom shop guitars from Fender, incorporating Hot Wheels from Mattel, and it's a very interesting and cool thing that they're doing. Now, just in case you're not aware, Mattel is a company that makes toys for kids. You have had Mattel toys in your life, because if you're my age, you were probably playing with Barbies when you were a kid, or Hot Wheels, or Big Jim was a toy as well, or all kinds of just like Magic 8 Balls. And basically, if it was a kid's toy, it was probably made by Mattel or some subsidiary of Mattel for like the last 40 years or something. So everyone knows and has a connection to Mattel toys in some way or another. So Fender were getting ready to do their showcase collection this year with Custom Shop Masterbuilds, and they were like, you know, well, let's bring in Mattel. People are going to be interested in this. We got some heat out there in the world on these guitars. So that's what they've done, and these guitars are going to be expensive. So these are one-off guitars, okay? One-off guitars are generally more expensive. But not only that, they're tugging on the nostalgia thing with the Mattel and the Hot Wheels connection. And you've also got the added incentive that these are master builder guitars. So there are 16 guitars in total, 11 master builders and 5 apprentices. That makes 16. And that's what you got. And these are one of a kind. As I said, each one of them is one of a kind. Now, each master builder or apprentice was able to pick one Hot Wheels car and go off and make whatever they wanted with the inspiration they received from the Hot Wheels car. So some very cool things came out of this. And as you can see, the guitars will be here beside me. They'll just keep changing as we go through each one. Now, we're not going to talk about the basses because I don't know nothing about basses. I don't know a whole lot about guitars either, but I know a lot more about guitars than I do about basses. So we're going to talk about the guitars side of it. But some very, very cool stuff. You know, a lot of the builders went with Tellies and Strats because they're like, you know, we're master builders. Tellies and Strats is like the easy thing for us. We're going to just knock these out of the park. It's going to be cool. And all of the designs are pretty interesting. Then one person was like, I'm going to make a Jaguar because I want to make a Jaguar. And then people were like, fine, go do that. So they did. But one brave soul stepped up to the plate, and maybe, just maybe, they had watched Guitar Wishlist from this Monday. You can watch it by clicking that thing up there. And they were like, you know what? I'm going to make a Katana. Fender Katana needs to make a comeback. Now, you might be sitting there saying, Dave, there's no way they watched that video on Monday and have made the guitar already for this collection. But who knows? Well, we'll never know, I guess, is what I'm saying. It might not have worked that way, but I'm just saying, coincidence I happened to bring up the Fender Katana this week, and then at the same time, there's a Fender Katana in the collection they released. Yeah, probably. So, as I've said, this is a one-of-a-kind collection from the Fender Custom Shop Masterbuilds. So if you were in the kind of spending range for a guitar, that's between $10,500, which will get you the Katana, the coolest one of these guitars, by the way, and all the way up to like $15,000. And you want a one-of-a-kind showcase collection guitar from the Fender Custom Shop, you should act now. Get your checkbook out. Also, if you have a checkbook, are you aware it's 2022? Are you okay? Why are you watching YouTube? Yeah, get rid of the checkbook and go buy the guitar, because these are a pretty cool collection. They do perfectly tug on those heartstrings that make you think of Hot Wheels and collecting them, swapping them with your friends for cooler ones. denying that one guy you hated from getting that one car you had that he wanted. That was so cool. Anyway, Hot Wheels were great, and you know, collections were built in these massive cases. And speaking of cases, you don't just get a guitar, you do in fact get a bit of nice Hot Wheels case candy. So you get a Hot Wheels guitar strap. Not quite sure what that looks like yet, but your guitar and your strap will come inside a Hot Wheels hardshell case. So I hope they do something that makes it look like a Hot Wheels car case that we probably have all had at some point down the years in our houses. Like in my life, they were blue and yellow and had Hot Wheels emblazoned on it. If they do that, that'd be very cool. Let me know what your Hot Wheels case was like down below, by the way, in the comments. So yeah, they're doing that. They're also doing, you get the actual car, the actual Hot Wheels that inspired the build of the guitar and the design of the guitar by the master builder. So that's kind of cool as well. They're not keeping the car that inspired it. And that's it. And it's a one-off guitar. Now, the Katana is the interesting one for me here. Not only is it the cheapest one, but it's the rarest model that got made into this collection. Now, Fender, of course, have done the showcase collection with the master builders for Custom Shop last year, and they did a surf green collection, and it was basically every Fender guitar you could dream of, but in surf green. So like, great, fantastic, but this is something else. It's taking it a little bit to a different place. It's giving it that kind of creativity and inspiration where they kind of could have done anything with it, and I think they've made some very cool looking guitars. But I'd love to know what you guys think of these guitars from Fender and I guess from Mattel in a weird kind of way. Did you play with Hot Wheels when you were a kid? Maybe you still do. Maybe you still collect them. I don't know. Is there a big market for them still? And what do you think of Fender crossing the Master Builder Custom Shop showcase collection with a company like Mattel, where they're kind of crossing over brands and making these very much more collectible, I guess you would say. I don't know. I think it's an interesting step from Fender. I think we're going to see a little bit more of this kind of thing, crossovers between industries into the guitar world. Do I like it? I'm not sure. I definitely like some of the guitars, and I'd love to be able to go out and splash the cash and buy one of these, but unfortunately, YouTube ad revenue just doesn't cut it. So with that being said, please do hit the links in the description below. Some of those are links to ways you can support the channel. Some very cool 3-Chord Dave merch is there as well if you want to check that out. And don't forget 3-Chord Dave Live this Saturday, where you will be able to follow a link to a very special edition of 3-Chord Dave merch, which is only going to be available for the next few weeks. So check it out. We'll reveal that on Saturday. And let me know what you think of these guitars from Fender and Custom Shop Master Builders. I think they're pretty cool, to be quite honest. And I think they should do like maybe a Fender special run of these. I think they'd be very, very popular. You know, give us the designs, but like for like $1,000. That's all I'm asking. I know you're not going to do it. Anyway guys, thanks for joining me today. It's been a real pleasure chatting with you for a bit. Don't forget to pop along to 3-Chord Dave Live on Saturday. It's always a great time. I look forward to seeing you then, and until then, take care.